guys, it's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be doing the match preview for Real Sociedad versus Barcelona in La Liga. Of course, over the past week for Barcelona has not been too great. We've lost out on our final two trophies that we could possibly win in the Europa League and La Liga. But nonetheless, we have to keep continuing, keep going forward. We have 7 finals left now for the rest of the season. Of course, the final objective of the season is to secure top 4 in the league in order to play in the Champions League next season. And now that race starts here. Nothing but the 3 points in this match. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 200 likes in this video. It'd be very much appreciated. And also make sure you hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Kickoff time for this match will be taking place at 9:30 p.m. local time, so half an hour later than usual. And this match will be taking place at the Anoeta. Of course, the Anoeta curse is still looming on us. We've done well over the past few years. We won 6-1, I believe 1-2-1 under Valverde as well. But that curse is still looming over our heads. And the referee for this match has also been confirmed. On the pitch will be Carlos Estero Grande, and the VAR will be Juan Martinez Muniera. Let's start off by taking a look at the league table. Barcelona are currently sat in second place in La Liga on 60 points. After playing 31 games, we have 17 wins, 9 draws, and 5 losses. You can look at our last 5 games in the league. 1 loss and 4 wins. Compared to other teams in that top 5, it's not too bad. Top table Real Madrid, 75 points with 1 game played more than us, of course. League is done now. There's no chance. It's 99% over, of course. There's that 1% where Real Madrid absolutely choke it, but that's very, very unlikely. And of course, we do have the same amount of points as 3rd and 4th place Sevilla and Atletico Madrid. Basically, what Barcelona are fighting for right now is, of course, Champions League football, secure top 4, but also to finish 2nd place to participate in the Spanish Super Cup in January 2023. If we finish 3rd or 4th, we won't be participating, but if we finish 2nd, we could end up being there, of course. Very, very tight. We still have to play a lot of games left. 7 games for us. We play our game in hand this weekend, of course, against Rayo Vallecano. And the current gap between 2nd and 5th is only 3 points. It's very, very slim. No room for error at this point. And if you take a look at the top teams who they'll be facing this weekend, Real Betis actually already played yesterday, and they lost 1-0 to Elche at home. Going back to the league table quickly, you can see they played 33 games and they have 57 points. They had a big loss yesterday, which of course favors Barcelona. Atletico Madrid will host Granada, should be an easy 3 points. And Real Madrid will travel to Osasuna. They could drop points there. A lot of people think they will do so because Osasuna have been kind of, one of their bogey teams. Like the Osasuna is their Cadiz for us pretty much. So we'll wait and see. But again, in terms of the numbers, it's very, very unlikely Real Madrid will win this league. The question now is, will Barcelona get 2nd place? Real Sociedad, of course, going to be one of our tougher games remaining, and we have to go out there and get 3 points. Now, if we take a look at our opponents in Real Sociedad and where they're currently standing in the league table, they are currently sat in 6th place in La Liga on 55 points. After playing 32 games, they have 15 wins, 10 draws, and 7 losses. And you look at their last 5 games in the league, 3 wins, 2 draws, undefeated, of course, but they are only 5 points behind Barcelona with, of course, a game in hand. Let's now take a look at our opponents in Real Sociedad, who are without a doubt one of the best teams in the league and are fighting for those European spots for the Europa League and, of course, the Champions League. Now, last time we faced them was actually at the beginning of the season in the first match at the Camp Nou. This feels like a year ago, man. Of course, under Koeman, Pique took a weight reduction at the last second to let Eric Garcia, Depay, and of course Aguero play as well, but he was injured. 4-3-3, Neto was in goal because of course Ter Stegen was injured. Antoine Griezmann was still there, Braithwaite as striker, but the defense and the midfield is still very similar. In this match, it was the first game of the year. Of course, everyone's going to be on top of their form. And Real Sociedad coming to the Camp Nou, it wasn't too great for them. I think we went 4-0 up or 3-0 up, and then they scored twice in like 5 minutes. And then Braithwaite, I think, got the end goal as well. So I think we were winning 3-0, 3-2, and then 4-2. In the end, we were very comfortable for Barcelona, but being the first match of the season, teams are not really in their rhythm and in their groove. Now, if you take a look at Real Sociedad's last 6 games in all competition, and their last match they drew 0-0 with Betis, they beat Elche 2-1, they beat Espanyol 1-0, they drew 0-0 with Sevilla, but beat Alaves 1-0, and they also lost to Real Madrid 4-1. So the 3 matches that I want to take a quick look at and analyze is the last 3 games in all competition against Real Betis, Elche, and Espanyol. Let's first take a look at their 1-0 win against Espanyol at home at the Anoeta. Despite the result, it was a very comfortable win for Real Sociedad. Typical formation for them, 4-3-1-2. Very dominant. We're very strong in that midfield and also in the defense. In the end, they weren't really that clinical up front. They needed a penalty to win the game, but in the end, it was a very deserved 3 points. Let's now take a look at their 2-1 win against Elche away from home. Again, similar formation, similar personnel, 4-3-1-2 formation. In this match, it was a bit more difficult for them. They were clinical up front. They got their opportunities from corner kicks and of course on the counter-attack as well. Midfield is kind of poor and same with the attack, but in the end, Elche's quality could not match Real Sociedad, and Real Sociedad walked away with the win. And finally, let's take a look at their last match in all competition, which was a 0-0 draw against Real Betis at home. Now in this match, it was very even. Of course, both squads right now in 5th and 6th place. Very similar squad, has some strength, has some weaknesses, but in this match it was very even. Both teams had their opportunities, but in the end neither could score and it ended in a draw. So overall, final thoughts on Real Sociedad. They're a very strong team, and they're also very managed by their manager Alguacil. He's been there for a while. He's kind of Real Sociedad legend there. He plays good football, very attacking, and also in a very unique formation in the 4-3-1-2 with the cam and 2 strikers. Now players to look out for Real Sociedad, there are quite a few. First is their goalkeeper Romero. He's done very well there. Also have Matthew Ryan on the bench as well. Either of them could play. Their best defender is Lee Nomad, who of course has done very well this season, won the player of the month I believe near the beginning of the season. Midfield of course, Merino, who Ronald Koeman wanted to sign for Barcelona. He's doing very well. And a former Barcelona player as well in Rafinha. He's going to show up in this match for sure. He wants to prove Barcelona wrong for selling him. And of course, their 2 strikers up front. Alexander Isak, who's also been linked with a lot. Very quality and very clinical striker. And also the other striker, the Norwegian, Sorloth. He's done very well this season, has scored a lot of goals, and been very important, and formed a good partnership with Alexander Isak as well. Now their best player, Oyarzabal, is injured. He has his ACL done back in March. He's out for the rest of the season, so big blow for them. And also David Silva has a red card. He will be suspended for this match. He got a red card in that match against Betis and will not be playing this match. Overall, they're a very strong team with great quality all over the place. You give them chances on the break, they will score it. Barcelona in this match, I cannot stress this enough, have to win that midfield battle, especially away from home. They have to nullify the fans, win that midfield, and control the tempo in this match in order to win. Let's now take a look at the squad list. The squad list for this match has been released and confirmed, and it is as follows: Ter Stegen, Dest, Pique, Araujo, Busquets, Ricky Puig, Dembele, Dani Alves, Memphis, Adama, Braithwaite, Neto, Nico, Lenglet, Luke de Jong, Jordi Alba, Varane, Frankie de Jong, Mingueza, Eric Garcia, Aubameyang, Karabic, and Xavi. So from the last squad list against Cadiz, 2 big surprises have come back in. Of course, Araujo from suspension and also Pique from injury. Let's now get into Xavi's press conference reaction. His press conference this morning, of course, he's asked a lot of questions from the media, some good questions, some weird questions, and some bad questions, of course. So let's get in and see what he had to say ahead of the big match against Real Sociedad tomorrow. That's by saying that Real Sociedad is a different rival in comparison to Cadiz or Eintracht Frankfurt. They're a great team with a great coach. It will be a very difficult match and a very difficult rival. We were good against Levante. We played a good game to win it. The tie against Eintracht Frankfurt was not good, and the game with Cadiz was a mental issue. We thought we could compete for La Liga, but now we have to grit our teeth to get second place that would allow us to play in both the Champions League and the Super Cup next season. Pique is a very extrovert person who likes to be on people's lips. In this sense, we are very different. I prefer him to go unnoticed. He's more controversial when he speaks. This gives him gas, but he's very involved. His performances is brutal, and we missed Pique in the recent games. You have to give everything, play good football. Trying to finish second is not the most normal objective for Barcelona, but right now, of course, it's our reality. I've told the players that this lack of faith and mentality could not be repeated again. Pique streaming after the game did not bother me at all. I know Pique very well, and I know how to manage him. About the referees in the league, I trust their honesty. I've always said this. I'm not worried about this issue. In the long run, the balance becomes the same for everyone. I would like to think that way. Tomorrow for us is a final, of course, a game of 6 points. When Laporta and Iman signed me, the main objective was clear for me: to be in the Champions League next season, and that's what we have to achieve right now. The players are also aware of this. They've seen it in the video, and we have to compete better. We'll be in some great teams this season: Real Madrid, Napoli, Villarreal, Atletico Madrid, and Sevilla. I am positive we can do the same against Real Sociedad. Knowing both Pique and Ruby, I think that they are both looking for a good of the vast majority. I want to think that whether it's ethical or not is complete debate. I think what they have sought out is good for mostly everyone. Des played a great game against Cadiz. Alves did not play against Cadiz because he had some discomfort. He sprained his ankle against Levante and made the list because I asked him to, and this shows his commitment to the team. Pedri is a vital player for us, one of the best midfielders in the world who understands our system and ideas perfectly. It's a big loss, as it is also with Ansu Fati. Eric Garcia as a pivot. Of course, there have been rumors that Eric Garcia could play as a CDM and replace Busquets. Xavi said no, we haven't tried this yet. It was an idea, but only in an emergency situation. But there's no way Eric Garcia will start as a single pivot in a match under my candidacy at this current point. And lastly, Xavi concluded off by saying that sometimes we see the games like the one against Cadiz as if they were easy and the players were lax. But they knew they would have only 2 or 3 chances and that they had faith to take advantage of them. That's why it's so important to get ahead on the scoreboard in those type of matches. And that concluded Xavi's press conference reaction had the match against Real Sociedad tomorrow. Let's now get into the lineup predictions. Let's start with the manager, of course, Xavi Hernandez. This lineup is going to be very, very important and also very impossible to predict. The big question is, will Xavi rotate? We have a game in 2 days against Rayo Vallecano on Sunday, and also we had a game 2 days ago against Cadiz. I think Xavi will go with this lineup on the screen right now. I think he'll go with Ter Stegen in goal, a back four of Dani Alves, Araujo, Eric Garcia, Jordi Alba, midfield 3 of Busquets, De Jong, and Gavi, and a front 3 of Dembele, Aubameyang, and Ferran Torres. If we have a Champions League final tomorrow with the current squad that we have with all the injuries, I think Xavi would pick this lineup as his best lineup. Of course, you could bring in the big question about Pique, but he just came back from injury. I don't know where Xavi's going to rotate. I'm very, very worried that Xavi will not rotate as well. You could bring in Des, but he had that niggle against Cadiz. Do you want to risk him? In the midfield, do you bring in Nico after his poor performance against Levante in a very, very important away game like this? In the front 3, you could bring, I think in the front 3, he could make some changes. You could bring in Memphis, Adama, or Luke. But who do you drop? Dembele's been playing well. Ferran Torres has his nudes. Aubameyang's been finishing his chances. I'm scared. I think Xavi has to rotate, but honestly, I have no idea where he's going to do so. So that's why I think that Xavi Hernandez will select for this match. But of course, let me know down in the comments below what you think Xavi will go with. Now I'm going to show you guys my lineup, what I would do if I was a Barcelona coach. And I have made one change only from Xavi's lineup. I have brought in Adama for Ferran Torres. Now here's my thinking. Jordi Alba, I tell him, look, go all out in this match. I want you to play your best game, full 90, and then on Sunday against Rayo Vallecano, you're not playing. I'm playing Des or Alejandro Balde. Same with the defense as well. I tell Pique, look, you're not quite ready. You'll play on Sunday. Maybe you'll come on this match, but I want Araujo and Eric Garcia to play. And then on the weekend, I'll probably go with Araujo and Pique. In the midfield, I mean, we've got no one else. Do you play Ricky Puig? You can't play Ricky Puig. He hasn't played since what? Against Napoli, I think, when he came on as a sub. I would tell Busquets, look, play your heart out in this match, and then on the weekend as well on Sunday, I would drop you, rest you, sorry, bring in De Jong at that holding, maybe bring in Nico or Ricky Puig. In the front 3, all I say is you have got to drop Ferran Torres. Firstly, he's played an abundance amount of minutes. Reports are coming out saying that Ferran Torres is very, very fatigued, but Xavi keeps on playing him. I have no idea. I would definitely drop Ferran Torres. I would bring in Adama, get some pace in there, get those good dribbling as well on the counterattack. Dembele on the left. I would go with Alba up front. There are reports also that he's also fatigued, but I want him to be there as that striker with that pace, be clinical, and then maybe bring on Luke and Memphis as well. Now, there are also reports that, Eric Garcia has been training as that CDM as well. Xavi's trying to test him out there. He could bring him in this match, but I highly doubt that. I would not risk, Eric Garcia at CDM, especially in a game of this magnitude. But that's the line that I would select for this match. And of course, let me know down in the comments below. Would you rather pick my lineup or Xavi's lineup? Time now for my score prediction. What do I believe the result will be in this match? I've gone Barcelona dropping points and drawing this match 0-0. I think this match will be a draw. I think there's a better chance that there's a draw in this match than Barcelona winning. For Barcelona to win, Xavi, I have to repeat this, has to make rotation. The starting lineup right now is very, very tired. He has to make those changes and, of course, in the right spot. And secondly, the players have to show up. Away at the Anoeta is going to be very, very difficult. I think there's a better chance that Real Sociedad win this match than Barcelona do. But I think the best result that Barcelona can get is a draw. Of course, a win would be fantastic. But I think for a win to happen, everything would have to be perfect for Barcelona. We played well. Real Sociedad played, poorly. It's going to be difficult. I think we can walk away with a win or a draw. But in the end, I think Barcelona will draw this match 0-0, 1-1, something like that. But of course, let me know your score predictions down in the comments below. So that was my match preview for Real Sociedad versus Barcelona in La Liga. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. And of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to know firstly is your score prediction. And secondly, and most importantly, in my opinion, the lineups. Firstly, would you rather pick my lineup or Xavi's lineup? What do you think Xavi would go with? What would you go with if you were the manager? Leave me all your thoughts down below. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the live watch along. Set the reminder on the screen and come and join me and watch the game with me. Follow share for the match by match reviews. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Big game ahead. Let's just hope we don't lose, to be honest. But of course, if they go out there, put our best in and try and get all 3 points. Take care and Forza Barca.